You can't be in industrial real estate and not be in California. The fifth largest economy in the world, larger than the United Kingdom's, larger than India's, and nearly twice the size of any other state economy.
Southern California has incredibly strong macroeconomic fundamentals. From an NOI perspective, it is our largest market.
The gateway for Asia's exports into the U.S., Southern California is home to the ports of LA and Long Beach.
The ports of LA and Long Beach are the #1 and #2 busiest ports in North America. They see about 20 million containers in a given year, and in New York and New Jersey, which is the #3 spot, they see about half of that. Southern California is very much a destination for these containers that come from Asia. So about 2/3 of that product stays in California, and about 2/3 of that product stays in Southern California. So the third that's left over goes to points further north and to the east. Within a 6-hour truck trip from the ports, you can hit 25 million people. If you take that to 24 hours, you double that and hit 50 million people. The road networks here in Southern California are extremely important. We have 56,000 total road miles. It consists of 4 major interstates, multiple state highways, and a number of industrial corridors. The Alameda Corridor is a 20-mile freight expressway that connects the ports with UP and BNSF railroads. Rail is very important to Los Angeles and Long Beach. About 20 to 25% of the product that comes in on containers from Asia leave on rail. What's interesting about Southern California is that we have 2 international airports that are in the top 10 air cargo airports in the US. So it's become more and more meaningful as air cargo has become more and more important to move goods from coast to coast.
Link is the second largest industrial operator in Southern California.
Link's size and scale really gives us a competitive advantage. With over $1 trillion of commerce going through our buildings in a given year, we have such a large portfolio and so many touch points with our brokers and tenants, we actually have the opportunity to see the trends while they're happening, not after they've happened.
We see where demand is coming. We see adjustments that need to be made in the market. It's an enormous amount of data that we see in real time with our customers. So we can see what consumers need when they need it and how we can help our customers adjust by getting them the space they need in the markets they need so people get the goods to their doors or to the stores as soon as they want them.
We have a data team that's second to none, and we have proprietary technology that allows us to grab this information and use it in real time to make the best investment decisions.
We look to our customers, our data platform, and our local market knowledge to find ways to unlock new investments for us in the highest priority locations.
Link's Southern California portfolio is diversified across 3 major submarkets: Los Angeles, Inland Empire, and Orange County.
Link's investment strategy for the Los Angeles submarket is really about rooftops. It's about people and it's about close proximity to the ports of LA and Long Beach. That's what really drives value, is the last mile and same day facilities.
The Los Angeles portfolio is diverse. There are 3PL companies there: logistics, manufacturing, apparel, fashion, cosmetics, biomed, aviation, aerospace companies that supply the International Space Station. And we also have a number of refrigeration cold storage tenants as well. They service the grocery stores, they service the local population, they service the 99-cent stores located throughout Los Angeles.
So the closer you can get to the ports, the more you can drive value. These close-in facilities are what our tenants are looking for and what we deliver on a day-to-day basis as we look at opportunities in the market. 800 Pier T Avenue is ground zero. It sits smack dab in the middle of the Port of Long Beach. It's a 16-acre site. It's leased to a national building materials company, and they store lumber and stage lumber for the home building industry here in Southern California. So as I drive past the port complex and I look back at this, I can see the lumber. It's really exciting to see what we're doing at the port. It's just an awesome piece of real estate, and it's one that we're going to be committed to for a long time. Link's investment strategy in the Inland Empire is larger format buildings, big box distribution facilities, state-of-the-art facilities that allows our customers to deliver their products to their customers in the most efficient manner possible. not just regionally, but nationally throughout the U.S.
Think's Inland Empire portfolio is vast. The buildings themselves are larger, they're a little bit newer, and we have our fair share of warehousing and manufacturing tenants, as well as retail discretionary companies like Home Depot and Amazon. There are actually quite a number of food service tenants as well.
Logistics real estate in the Inland Empire West is so valuable because, first and foremost, its close proximity to the ports of LA Long Beach.
And as rents really moved in the Inland Empire West, we watched as they lagged in the Inland Empire East. We had conviction that ultimately the East would catch up.
The Inland Empire East used to be considered a completely separate market. And what's transpired is that over time, the lines are really blurred. Today, it's infill. There's about 600 million square feet that's less than 1% vacant. It's an unbelievable change of events, and it's something that we're taking advantage of, not just today, but for the future.
We are now developing what was once an old vintage World War II barracks into a 2 million square foot state-of-the-art Class A 2-building development campus to service Fortune 500 companies for their national distribution needs.
Located on 106 acres, the Redwood buildings were built in the 1940s by the War Department. Those buildings had reached the end of their useful life. That gave us an opportunity to rethink how we wanted to use the land. Ultimately, we will be able to develop our largest buildings on the West Coast.
Our investment strategy for the Orange County submarket is a little different than some of the other markets that we're in. We're typically in light industrial assets. There's local demand, local distribution, manufacturing, R&D, technology, and life science companies thriving here in Orange County that we really don't see that strata in other markets in Southern California. And it's an environment where people want to live and work, and that's what attracts some of the tenants into Orange County. Many corporations that call this home have headquarters here in Orange County.
Tenants that are interested in Orange County usually are e-commerce, last-mile fulfillment centers looking to tap into the wealthy demographics that exist in Orange County. We recently have signed a record-breaking lease for a 7-year term here at this state-of-the-art building that will contribute to the research and development technology for electric car making now and into the future. It is very difficult for mom and pop landlords to be able to fund the large amount of tenant improvements that go into a life science build out. A high image facade, clear height, high power use, parking ratios to accommodate a high volume of employees. The capital input that we put into these life science buildings really provides tremendous value. And the strength of the rent that we can secure at these buildings will many times over provide strong returns for our investors in the long run.
With more than 300 completed transactions in Southern California in the last year alone, Link is well positioned for continued success.
If you were inside the four walls here, you would feel it. Our outlook on growth honestly couldn't be rosier. What we're seeing on the street every day with our customers and our brokers and our investors is really unparalleled. We've just never seen anything like this before. We have the best and the brightest people on our team, from the executive level on down to the support team. There's an entrepreneurial spirit and there's a fire in everybody's belly, and it's really exciting.